Hi everyone. I'm going to show you how to make a blurry bokeh lens effect to the background of this painting first before I start working on the egret. I'm just blocking in some dark green around the outline of the bird, and then I will use an alcohol wash to blend and dissolve the pastel pigment into the surface of my paper. I'm trying to create a clean edge around the bird so that color doesn't bleed into the body of the egret. I'm using circular motions to give the background some texture. I will do the same process to this area underneath the tree limbs. The rubbing alcohol dries very quickly. I am using a reference photo from Paint My Photo, which is a free reference with no copyright restrictions. I'm going to start by drawing random size circles using my template and filling them in with some color to try and achieve the effect I'm going for. Plus, the bottom third of the painting, especially on the left side, will have a blurry water effect. The look of the background will have a different feel to it once it's blended together. I think it will come together very nicely once I use a piece of foam to blend the circles together. Here I am blending all these circles together with a piece of foam, and you can see how it already has a different look to it. I'm going to draw in the egret's legs over the background color. In order to have a solid, crisp color to the legs, I will use a little bit of alcohol to blend that color together, and it will give me a solid surface to work over as I develop the bird. At this point, I would like to zoom in a little bit as I begin working on the egret. I have also slowed down the speed of this video so that you can follow along and see the details as I go. I am using a slate blue to shade the darkest areas of the bird's feathers. While drawing the bird's beak, I will use a combination of dark blue, some dark purple, and light blue for the highlights in the bird's beak. I'm selecting a very light gray to start blending the dark blue areas around the egret's face. I'm starting to block in the darker areas in the egret's feathers, and then I'm applying some light gray around the body of the bird so that I can blend a base to the paper that will allow me to easily blend and smooth my colors as I shade the bird. I will continue to develop the color in the bird's face, and I will also zoom in a little bit more so that you can follow along as I shape all the details around its eyes and beak. Now that the egret space is nearly done, I will start applying some dark blue to the darker areas of the bird's chest. And I'll use a little bit of a light violet in the color of the bird's chest, and gradually add some of the slate blue to define the darkest areas in the feathers. I really enjoy using my tablet as I'm drawing the bird. I would be curious to know if um, my audience enjoys seeing the tablet in the video, or if you would prefer just to see the photograph. I'm able to zoom in on an area on my tablet that I really can't do with a photograph, so that's another reason I really like using it. Plus I can actually see some of the colors better right from my tablet than printing the photograph on my printer. So feel free to leave me a comment at the end of this video and let me know if you like seeing the tablet view of the subject or would prefer I zoom in even closer to my subject, and give me your thoughts. Thank you. At this point, I'll start adding some of the plumage to the egret's feathers. Egrets are known for their beautiful plumage in their body and the head feathers. Also, the snowy egret is identified by its black bill and yellow skin under the eyes, and they also have black legs and yellow feet. Here I will add the soft plumage to the egret's head area. Be sure to keep a very sharp point while shaping these feathers in this area. You also have to keep the point of your pencil clean and wipe it off when you go over the green background of your painting. I will also define the feathers with some light gray pastel pencils so that this area of white doesn't look like one big blob of white feathers. I want to define the look of individual feathers that blow forward on a windy day. Here I will start defining the texture of the tree limbs. The bark on the tree limbs are very heavy and thick and really creates very nice texture to the painting. Once I have most of the bark texture drawn onto the limbs, then I will shade the entire surface, and even by blending with a piece of foam, I won't lose all of the bark texture. I can still see it after I'm blending it, so I can continue defining the darkest areas and lighter areas. There's a very nice light reflection on the tree limbs that we also want to capture. Before I finish the bark on the tree, I want to define the egret's yellow feet. I'll first draw around the toes with my black pastel pencil, and then gradually add some color to its feet. There is also a small cluster of leaves with a blurry effect at the bottom of the tree limb. Now I'm going to finish the egret's feet. I will add some of the highlights and more color to shape its feet, and I will also add the shadows that are being cast onto the tree limb from the egret's feet. And then there's another little cluster of leaves at the top of the limb that I will define with more detail. I hope you have enjoyed this demonstration, and if you have, please press like and subscribe. I look forward to sharing more videos with you in the future. Thank you.